What's up, guys? Like I said in one of the old videos, I'm gonna show you how I hatch my brine shrimp. So there's a lot of ways you could do it. This is just the way we do it. There's more fancier ways. There's simpler ways to do it, but this is the way we decided to do it. You could buy this little platform on Amazon, or your local fish store probably carries it. I could get them as well, but I don't tend to carry a lot of products. But if you wanted one or two of them, I could probably get them for you, or you could just get them on Amazon. That's where I got this one from. But the kit comes with, I believe, some hose, the little stand. It's basically a whole kit, some salt and brine shrimp eggs, so you could hatch your own brine shrimp. I think it's like $15. I can't remember. It's been a while since I bought them. Or you could make your own. My dad made these out of Coke bottles, the 2-liter ones. You just silicone, make a hole, drill a hole. Put your make sure it's a tight hole. Make sure we use the clear airline tubing. That way we could see the brine shrimp move. And silicone both outside and the inside of the bottle. And then he used fishing line. He braided it, and he made another hole that's maybe half an inch below the edge, and then you just tied it up. You could put hooks, you could put just string, you could do it a completely different way. You could use these hooks, one on each end. You could tape it. There's a lot of ways, but he put holes, ran the line through it. That's how all of these are made. And you could still take the cap off if you wanted to, but that's how we made it. And then for the salt, you could use table salt. That works. That's what I used to use before, but we've bought a bunch of these saltwater 5-gallon bucket saltwater salt mix things, bucket, whatever. So I use this salt, but to do it correctly, on the back of your instructions on the brine shrimp on the kit, or even if you buy brine shrimp eggs separately, it'll tell you what percent of water and what percent of salt to mix. I'll show you guys. So like I've said, all the food, all the eggs we use, they're all from Brine Shrimp Direct. They're local to me here in Utah. So we use their eggs. This is the 100% brine shrimp eggs. They have like a 90, 80, 75, and other hatch, how would you say it? Percentage hatch rate of little containers. And this one, it shows you instructions on how to hatch them. You follow the instructions on those. Oh, I don't have it anymore. The other thing we would use was you go to your saltwater store or even Amazon. They sell the I might have it here. You buy this. Whoa. And this is to get the correct freshwater to saltwater mix. And we would use this. You're supposed to get in between that 32 through 36, 35, that spot, and it's good for saltwater fish. But I would use it to measure the brine shrimp eggs. But since we've been doing it for a long time, we could just kind of guesstimate. Let me open this up. So I could pretty much just guesstimate. I'll just take the whole lid off. And we have a spoon here. And just kind of 2 scoops of it in each bottle or container. It will depend on what size container you use. If you use smaller bottles, I use 2 liters because I have a few thousand baby fish to feed, so I go through a lot of brine shrimp. But this is what I use. I could probably use a little bit less salt. I put my salt in, I get the eggs, open them up, and when you order them, they usually come with a little spoon. And since I have a lot more babies now, I put 4 scoops of brine shrimp eggs. And like I've told you guys, my way of keeping fish isn't like everybody else. I'm not precise on anything. I guesstimate a lot, honestly, because fish are tough. You can't really kill them. I kind of lost count. Let's go a little bit. But that's 4 scoops roughly in each container. Close it up, and you're supposed to keep the brine shrimp eggs cold, so they go back in the fridge. I need to clean this thing out because I accidentally left the door open and a bunch of ice melted and it made everything dirty. But yeah, 2 scoops of salt and 4 scoops of brine shrimp eggs is what I use to feed the guppies, the baby cichlids, the baby live bears, all the shell dwellers, all the medium-sized fish, all the angelfish. They still eat baby brine shrimp. Some of the medium-sized 2-inch fish, they will still eat baby brine shrimp as well. Next door, all the apistogramma babies, they eat baby brine shrimp. So that's the way we do, or I do, the brine shrimp eggs. My dad has the same setup at home. You guys have seen it in the videos. But he uses a smaller 1 liter or whatever size, because he doesn't have, well, he has a lot of angelfish, but I still have a few more fish than he does. Make sure you close your salt, or else the moisture gets in there and makes the salt into rocks. And then I just get the buckets. Well, these are for the fish. Just fresh water. I just need to rinse my fingers because I have salt and some of the eggs. And add your water. I'll leave it 1 inch to 1/2 inch off of the top because the bubbles create a lot of movement for them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing fancy. And when you're gonna collect the eggs, you have your bubbles going. You will need a light. If you could keep them elevated, that would be good. Or if you have a different container, try and lift it up. And when I go to use it, put my bucket, put it on the floor. Well, first I disconnect this, leave it up here for a few, probably like 5-10 minutes. Sometimes I get distracted, but you let it settle down and you have a flashlight in the bottom. This is the flashlight on, and the baby brine shrimp, they follow the light. So while both are disconnected, I have the light on right here. You guys have seen it that come to the store in the afternoons. Lights on, and as the water settles, the brine shrimp all start moving towards the bottom. And once they're at the bottom, you'll be able to see them in the hose, and all of them pile up on the very bottom by the cap. You're able to lower your hose and put it in your container. I'll just connect this back because that's for tomorrow. I already fed them today. Maybe I'll do another video feeding them, but it's pretty simple. You don't have to overcomplicate stuff. But yeah, those brine shrimp eggs, those are the ones we use here because they're honestly one of the best for all the baby fish. Let's see, maybe you could see their bellies are orange color, pinkish color. These are gold ocelotto babies, and this is what all the babies eat. These guys up here. But that's what I feed to them. Even some of the adults, the smaller dorcichlids, they'll also eat the baby brine shrimp. Here's the opistos. These are roughly close to an inch. Even these guys still eat the baby brine shrimp. See that guy back there eating the baby brine shrimp. But yeah, it's one of the best foods you could feed. There's grindle worms, microworms. To me, they're a little bit more work. You have to always be feeding them. I used to have cultures of them. I would feed them dog food because I always have dogs. But it was just a bit of annoying. You have to use a Q-tip, or you have to use this and that to catch them. And honestly, they were kind of small for the fish we kept. Brine shrimp has always been a good food for many sizes of fish. Because even, let's see, yeah, the multis, the adults still eat them, and they're about 1.5 inches long. All these angelfish, they're 2.5 inches tall. They eat them. These guys still eat them. These guys still eat them. All the angelfish, they still eat baby brine shrimp. And just look how big they are. It's not, since they're a lot bigger, it doesn't fill them up. So I still feed them pellets, but it's good for all the small fish. But yes, that's it on the brine shrimp, on how to hatch your own brine shrimp. But yeah, you could go out, buy some sodas, drink them, save the bottles, and you could have your own brine shrimp hatchery. Or go to the dollar store and buy some of those cheap sodas, throw them down the sink or throw them outside, and you have yourself your brine shrimp hatchery. You do need your air pumps. We have multiple, so we have the dividers, but you could just use one if you needed to, or one of the smaller 1 liter bottles if you have less fish. You could always grow out the brine shrimp, and not a lot of them make it to adult size. Only a few actually make it to adult size. But if you grow them out, you could feed them to your adult fish, to the bigger fish. But yeah, having brine shrimp, it's super easy for me. A lot of people have asked for me to sell it, but it doesn't make sense for me. Because 2 bottles are enough for the whole store. But if I set up a third to sell and I don't sell it all in one day or in 2 days, it'll go bad. And I could always feed the fish more, but I tend to just keep 2 and just feed what I have. I don't want to have extra, or the fish are fine if they don't have enough, but I just don't want to have a lot of extra and a lot of it go to waste. But I'll be making another video soon, because kinda changing, might be doing another business and changing a lot of stuff up. But yeah, that's for another video. Maybe I'll go live one of these, probably not during the week, but I'll probably do a live video next weekend on a Saturday or Sunday. And we could kind of just hang out and talk about fish or the plants. That also helps because I'm trying to set up another business because my third bay is empty and I'm just losing money not using it. So might as well try and set up another business and run it through the other bay. But I'm still kind of checking stuff out locally. I'll just tell you guys, I've thought about doing a trailer rental business. I have parking spots outside, I have a parking spot at home, and an indoor parking. So I thought about doing the trailer rental business, and starting that from here, because I'm into cars. I could start doing deliveries again, just some extra income, because summertime's pretty slow, but I still want more income. Cause yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Make another video next weekend on plans on what I want to do. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys these. If anybody wants them, I have a bunch of tiny baby red devils. Hey, get out the way. There, yep, there's a few hundred. I have this pair, $30. If you want some babies, come get them for free. But yeah, I don't want those. The babies will I'll probably feed them to the guppies, or I'll feed them to somebody else, because I already have enough red devils. Tigers. Luna. Okay, later.